Brought to you by the Guam Visitors Bureau.
According to owner and operator of Lonestar Steakhouse, Brian Artero, the restaurant has been greeting customers and answering phones with Hafa Day since 2003. Signing the Guam Visitor Bureau's Hafa Day pledge seemed only fitting for the restaurant who's celebrating 17 years on Guam.
I think it's really important, as many of us who've traveled to Hawaii receive a very consistent message, whether we're going to different restaurants or hotels or special entertainment places, that there's a culture, there's a spirit, and there's a best practice that they use. And I think it's important for Guam to get its own identity. I think it's important for Guam to embrace Hafa Day, embrace the Chamorro culture. And I think that we're on a groundswell of interest. There's a lot of not only the hotels and whatnot, but really the restaurants and the places that people really visit more. And I would identify as the grassroots of Guam. A lot of the restaurateurs and restaurant owners in Guam and the staff that works there, they really comprise a great mixed bag of backgrounds and ethnicities. And for everyone there to support that Hafa Day spirit and the Hafa Day pledge is very important.
He says the Hafa Day spirit is something that should be embraced and appreciated.
We need to do things that are going to be beneficial to the tourism industry, but we also need to do things that are beneficial for our own well-being, and we should all appreciate this, not just the tourists, but the locals.
As for how Lonestar Steakhouse incorporates the Hafa Day spirit,
for us, Hafa Day spirit is just that. It's a behavior and a belief, but you know, we do go out of our way to take care of guests. We don't play local music per se, but the whole spirit of taking care of guests, from picking them up at the hotels and dropping them back, and some guests that are not even what I would say, they might have arrived in a taxi to come to Lonestar. We'll give them a ride back, and that's something that we give back. We've also always participated in charitable donations. We work a lot with organizations out there that need help, and we give to them without expecting back. I just think the Hafa Day spirit is more, it's a belief and a behavior, and it's how we treat each other, and giving and not expecting anything back in return.
And how would Artero define the Hafa Day spirit?
I believe the Hafa Day spirit, as it ties into, for example, one of the island's long-standing traditions of fiesta, it's welcoming people. I believe the Hafa Day spirit is a welcoming type of behavior. It's welcome, come into our homes, and a lot of times you'll see with local traditions, when we host a party, the guest doesn't have to bring anything, right? Yeah. So the guest comes, enjoys, eats, and leaves, and enjoys, doesn't have to clean up or anything. The Hafa Day spirit is like that. It's a behavior, it's a gesture of welcoming people. And that's really what I believe the Hafa Day spirit is a welcoming, it's welcoming. I think it may be different for a lot of different people. For me, it's a behavior of welcoming people.
Although there are still companies and agencies who have yet to take the pledge, Artero says it is all in due time.
I think there probably are a lot of interested companies out there, and I think people that haven't joined, they're not necessarily unwilling to join. I think they're more than likely waiting for a call from GVB or what have you. I think that I would encourage them to not wait for that call and get in and get involved, you know, be a part of the community. If you see something that's great and you see that it's catching on, I think that I would say to them, call up GVB, find out the information and get involved and be part of it.
As for a message Artero would like to get out to the people of Guam,
thanks to Guam for 17 years of supporting Lonestar Steakhouse. We appreciate it and promise to continue to deliver a high-quality product and first-rate service.
If your company or organization is interested in becoming a supporter of an Infressen Hafa Day, please contact the Guam Visitors Bureau at 646-5278 or email hafaday@visitguam.org.